because we have seen what has happened. No regime should be allowed to declare jihad against its own people. This is a recipe for disaster. How you say those people will declare jihad on them? Now, in this context, I want to talk about Darfur, because some people are mystified about what is going on in Darfur, and it is tragic, but it was bound to happen. What is happening in Darfur is government, what I would call government counterinsurgency gone wrong. See, counterinsurgency, and this is a military subject. When a regime is confronted with insurgency, it develops counterinsurgency. Hajat Tamarad. I don't know what the counterinsurgency is in Arabic.
Yeah, that's right.
Mudada Tamarad Gul. Al-Mudada Tamarad, the logic of it is that the government recruits people, individuals, from the constituency of the Mutamaridin, from the constituency of the insurgents. Government trains this and forms them into counterinsurgency units. These counterinsurgency units then fight alongside regular troops to defeat the insurgents. So far, this is legitimate. And you go to any US training school here, you will find FMs, field manuals, on counterinsurgency. What has happened in the Sudan is different from what I have just said. Recruiting individuals from the constituency of the insurgents. Why do governments do this? Because these individuals, they know the local languages, they know the local cultures, they know the local terrains. So they will direct the military. They will help the military. They are supplementary. They assist the regular forces. In the Sudan, it is not individuals that are recruited from the constituency of the insurgents. It is tribes that are recruited. Ethnic groups or elements of ethnic groups that are recruited. And they are told, and another ethnic group is identified as the enemy. And so you have counterinsurgency tribes. It happened in the south before. Militia. The government used militia, tribal-based militias to mobilize their tribes to attack other tribes. This is what happened in Rwanda. The tribe of the president, Habyarimana, the Hutu, were used as a counter-insurgency tribe against the Tutsi, who were the tribe of the rebellion. The same thing is happening in the Sudan, that the elements of Arab tribes in Darfur, and it is not all the Arab tribes, and the majority of the Arab tribes in Darfur are against this. But government uses elements of them, just as they used them in the south. So although it is not but Arabs against Africans, because there are no Arabs in the south. But the same counter-insurgency strategy was used to devastate. Recently, the Shulu Kingdom, and some of you heard it, was devastated by this tribal-based militias and this government counter-insurgency. And so I want to say very clearly that the problem in Darfur is not the Janjaweed as such. The Janjaweed are only a tool. The problem in Darfur is the problem of Darfur is the government counter-insurgency strategy. It should not happen. No government should be allowed to use tribes against tribes in order to remain in power. And so when the international community talks about the disarmament, well, the government should disarm the Janjaweed, it's a big joke. Because it is the same government that armed the Janjaweed. And so how can the same government disarm part of its forces? So the solution must be what I said before, to have a new government in Khartoum.